Yo, the waiting is over. Yeah. Look, they say boxing is a death sport. Ashes to ashes, like trash in the alley. But cashes is cashes, which means we could compete. As long as I got breath in my lungs and my 2 feet and a strong heartbeat, we could rumble, young man. Put the gloves in your hands, the talking is over. All that we were arguing over is over. We could sit in silence before the noise and the roars and arena doors open. Before we throw hands, we satisfy the demands. This is for the fans, my legacy, my little mans who looked up at me like that. You're about to hurt them bad. Yo, this shit is serious. The big fish and the fisherman, the old man in the sea. But before you all see the violence and the bloodshed, we consider silence. But before you all see the violence and the bloodshed, we consider silence. Think you're a monster, don't you? Ugly, breathing vulture. AB's put it down my skyline. Notifications on my timeline. But this here is the A side. You think you King Ghidorah? But this is King Nello, ninja, the king of the monsters. Take 3 of you to step to the giant, but I'm defiant. Face of boxing, I'm a legend, like the Mayans. Yeah. Let go. Nello. Let go. Nello. You think you King Ghidorah? 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 ShowBizz, we did it again. Hey, yo, what? Be prepared for the straight right. 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 Left hand's too low, my ninja.
Guard up, not below, my ninja.
Nellos don't hold, my ninja.
He's a phone, no phone, my ninja.
This is a fatal flaw.
Crash out for Omaha.
What's the best punch against a southpaw? What time? Be prepared for the straight right. Be prepared for the straight right. Be prepared for the straight right. It's true. Be prepared for the straight right. Left hand too low, my ninja.
Guard up, not below, my ninja.
Nellos no hold, my ninja.
He's a phone, no phone, my ninja.
This is a fatal flaw.
Crash out for Omaha.
What's the best punch against a southpaw? No.
Right hand from a dream up and he grabs on.
A warrior, is he not?
From a sword to a Glock.
3 minutes each round.
Open threes, get your
He
shot.
can't move, he ain't young.
Think his legs will be shot.
He's been fighting too long.
38's get
Prepare
shot.
for the straight right. Be prepared for the straight right. Let's go. Be prepared for the straight right. Let's go. Be prepared for the straight right. Up off that? Yeah. Yes. Up off. Hey. Y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what day it is, huh? Yeah. Yeah. It's Taco Tuesday, baby. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz, adult. All right, man, look. Look. Look at who we have here. Let me see who we have up in here. Let me see. My man Caesar have Nello for 1K. Which he said KO and under 6. Like, damn, there you go, brother. That was about right. Let me see what else we got. Anthony Kane. He said, love you, War Room. Nobody can beat the Biz. Love you, boy. Let me see. I think we have something from DL. Hold on. Here it is. It's fight week. Bye. What's up, War Room? Wait, hold on. Let me see. Forget the Apple event. We outside. All right, man. Lord. Hit the Tyson bell. Let me see, baby. We have the fight week, my baby boys. All right, War Room. Hold on. Wait a minute. My damn hammer. Oh, shit. Wait. We got another one. Hit the Taco Bell. We inside and outside. Lupe, hit the Tyson bell. Wait a minute. Hold on. Everybody, please. Welcome to the Taco Tuesday. Haven't done it, please. Close out the chat. Hit the like. Give it up for Barney Hill.
Bring on this with a laugh and do the cabbage patch. Kiss a pretty lady and then sign some autographs. The burn down man can boing boing.
Hit the Tyson bell. Dude, I have a cold, all right? I have a bit of a headache, but we're going to do the show, and we're going to make it through fight week. No damn problem. Let me see. Lupe, he said, hit the Taco Bell. We inside and outside. Charles Baker, F you. Kiss my ass. Charles Baker beat me week 1 in our fantasy football league. Kiss my ass. See, the thing is, you're lucky. You barely squeaked out a victory because Xavier Worthy ass dislocated his shoulder or something the first damn drive. Hit the Tyson bell. 0 points. You can't beat my whole team, baby. But you won. I had no excuse. Let me see. What are the odds of Crawford getting dropped the first round? That's tough. Let me see. It's fight week. We outside all week. Let me see what else you have. Y'all fired up. What happened to the Taco Tuesday? That's hump day. Hump day, right? So that's the Humpty Hump. To do whip. I never did that on Taco Tuesday. That's only Wednesdays. Let me see. What's up, ShowBizz? Much love. Terrence wins. Terrence Crawford wins. Hold on. We're going too damn far without, first and foremost, hold on, give it up to ladies.
You should let me in. You
Hit the Tyson bell. Charles Baker said he made a trade. I don't give a damn about your trade. All I give a damn about is
Put it simply in here, I like surprises. I came here for prizes, big booty and thighs. Promising my guys is how I could get inside this. Stupid, I realize this, but there's so much I wanna know about you, but I don't really wanna know. That's what they say. You make it too hard for a nigga. I got you, but I got the time. Let's make it work.
hit the Tyson bell. Okay, I'm starting getting the groove. All right, the medicine ball started to work for me. Dun. Wait a minute, we outside.
It can happen when you're outside. You can lose a fight, see a chick, have a con with that vibe. You can ride a bike, see a nigga, and ask him if he's alright.
Just now catching that ball. Open threes get you shot. Thank you, brother. Thank you. There's a few sneaky bars I be having. It's like, okay, y'all ain't get it. That's all right. Love that. Let me see. Charles McDonald, love you, boy. Let me see. Okay, wait a minute. And you got that right. Hold on. We can't do nothing without our inspirational speaker before we get ready to drop some knowledge on everybody in this Taco Tuesday.
Squad up. Let's go.
All right, let me see. Biz, he sounds like me right now. He got a cold too. Biz, where's Old Gray? The OG Old Gray? I need his take on CVC. Oh, C versus C. That's dope. I haven't seen. Well, the OG Old Gray is here. The OG Old Gray is here for the prediction. KD to Golden State. I got King Henry. No, you don't. Okay, that's that. I don't feel like being that frustrated right now. But we have the OG Old Gray. He is here. Check him out with his prediction.
got Canelo. Not only do I have Canelo, Crawford has Canelo. I mean, shit, Charlo was too small. Amir Khan was too small. Cotto was too small. Shane Mosley was too small. And what? Crawford's the right size? Crawford just grew to 154 at 37 years old. Canelo ain't been at 154 since he was a baby. What was he, 23? Speaking of the 20s, Crawford was at lightweight at 26 years old. When Saul Canelo Alvarez was 26, he was a damn middleweight. This is common freaking sense.
This is the OG old gray. Yeah, I mean, this is common sense. It is common. Let me tell you how much common sense it is. It's so much common sense that I never even contemplated Terrence Crawford fighting Canelo. I watched, see, many people only saw Terrence Crawford versus Spence. They don't know Crawford. I've been watching Crawford since he was at lightweight, right? In his 20s, 21, 22 damn years old. I've been watching Crawford his whole damn career. And there was no time when he was at lightweight where I was thinking about him fighting Canelo Alvarez at middleweight. Never. Right? Because I'm not, and nobody thought that until he announced that he'll fight him. And then after beating Spence, it became a thing. But there's nobody who ever thinks, listen, Canelo, if he can't make 154, if his life depended on it. Crawford was just at 154 as an old fighter. He grew into 154 at 36, 37 years old. Canelo grew out of 154 in his 20s. You know what I mean? There's a difference between packing on weight and weighing that much. Remember that. It's a little word called density. You hit Canelo, he grew into that weight. He has more density. You hit Crawford, who packed on that weight, the punch goes through because he's actually a smaller man. Let me see. OG needs that respirator. You ain't never lied. Yeah. OG ain't that help. Don't scare me like that. Old Gray thought you was. Hey, no. He's around. He's chilling, trying to get his waves in. We got 10 days. Biz Nello's KO for the B-Day bag. Happy Virgo B-Day, my brother. Let me see. My girl doesn't want me to bet, but I am anyways. Let me see. What round you think for Canelo get the knockout? I do. I have it under 7. Let me see. Old man back at it 100%. That brother back at it like a crack addict. Let me see who else we got. Okay. Here's the Tyson Bell. But we have some stuff to talk about today. Hold on one second. A tear gonna drop whenever Bud gets clipped. He's striving for greatness, all respect in the world for him. Yeah, a tear gonna drop my eye. I want Crawford to win because who roots for Goliath? You root for David. I mean, unless you just a psychopath. I mean, for the most part, you're gonna root for David, right? I mean, let me see. Take it as you may, but I feel like Crawford is missing one thing to beat Nello. What it's like to lose. Canelo has learned to be elite losing. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. You can see that as a pro or a con, whatever it is. All right, but let's talk. So, Terrence Bud Crawford. The main subject that we're going to talk about is his shoulder. It has been put on X, and it's going viral by pound for pound. Love you, boy. He put it on X, and he says that he knows about Terrence Crawford's shoulder injury. Somebody in camp saying that his shoulder is flaring up. I'll show you guys that. I got the receipts. All right. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to tell you what I know, and then I'm going to give you my take. Also, we're going to talk a little bit about Joseph Parker and Fabio Wardley, who had their first press conference this morning. We're going to talk about the stare down, the first stare down between Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Bud Crawford, and what they all think. We'll talk about all that stuff in a minute. Let me see. Buzz fans talk big but won't bet. Hit the like. Yeah, it's hard to talk to me, I bet. So it's hard to talk shit when I put the money down. It really ain't nothing else to say. You know what I mean? Can I lose my money? Hell yeah. You can lose your money. Am I scared? A little bit. Not really. You know, my thing is I can't believe that the odds are this close. So, I mean, it just worked out in my favor. Okay, we're going to get started. But first, let's cover two very important things. One, paid in full. 50 Cent will be premiering a paid in full TV show that he's developing. And I am extremely lit. Because once you get like the real story, the real story of those brothers, you want to see that even more, right? I mean, all the way up to afterwards. I mean, you know, we want to see all this stuff played out in a TV show, and 50 Cent from New York, he's the right person to do it. Let me see. I just got in and I am betting on Nello for the knockout. Did I hear you say Crawford has a swollen shoulder? Okay, let's talk. Before we talk, though, real quick, I want to introduce you guys to a guy who I call Ain't Got That Kind of Time Mike. Is that his name? No, his name is just Ain't Got That Kind of Time Man. Check him out real quick.
I don't want nobody who has a lot of problems. Oh, you know, I really don't. If I can help you, I can, but I don't want that to be all night. If I have to go to bed with you, I ain't gonna do none of that. I'm good. For fun, I like to play billiards. I play pool a lot. I play table tennis, and I like to entertain. I got some god kids in San Bernardino. I go visit them, see how they doing, anything I can help them with. So I'm pretty busy. But lonely at the same time too. I don't have a big talent, no, not a whole lot. I mean, I don't fly, jump off the roof. I don't ski. I can roller skate. You know, I can do that. That's it. Nothing else. I don't have no big things. No, nothing big. You know, I don't shoot a rifle. For me, on the first day, I'm going to try to find not so much the best restaurant, but a nice restaurant. And I hope she doesn't order a $500 meal. My ideal lady, she got that Janet Jackson look. She's soft. She's kind. She's caring. I don't want to come home and this thing you call my homeboy, your homeboy's in my apartment while I come home from work. I don't want a man coming in to my house while you're there. You say that's my homeboy. I don't understand that. You're going to have fun. You're going to like me, but not love me right away. And you're going to get to know me, and we're just going to have a good time and see what happens after that. Keep everything simple and go from there.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. I ain't got that kind of time, man. Was keeping it a bean. Listen, bro. Listen, you ain't gonna be feeling me. You ain't gonna be feeling me, man. But you know, what difference does it make? I ain't doing little shit. I ain't doing this. You know, honestly, we could just cut off the tape. Let's just cut the shit. Let's just cut all this. Matter of fact, I shouldn't even be here. I ain't button up my shirt. I ain't sit upright. When you get my age, bruh, I'm just now getting, this is the beginning of it. Your mid-40s, well, really, nothing. I ain't got that kind of time. Nothing matters. Okay, all right, let's move forward. Let me see. Busy, but lonely, but busy. I do. Busy doing what? Nothing. That's good enough. That's a lot. Doing nothing costs you money. So we ain't got that kind of time. Okay. All right. So let's go, everybody. Here's the report from my guy, Pound for Pound on X. I call him my guy because a lot of times he shares stuff that we do here in the war room. So it's pretty dope. But he said, damn, I'm hearing from a close source that Terrence Crawford's shoulder that he had surgery on has been flaring up in camp. Apparently, it has been a lingering issue for the past 8 to 10 weeks and is being monitored closely. Okay. It has 180,000 views as of right now. It's been flying off the shelf. Everybody's been kind of worried about this. There are people that's calling it excuses and stuff like that. Let me first give you the receipts. Okay. And I'm going to give you my take. Matter of fact, Pound for pound is lying. Let me give you the receipts. You guys know I have the receipts. Receipts, motherfucker! Last year, right after Madrimov, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh was talking about making a fight between Terence Crawford and Virgil Ortiz. Here's the receipt.
We have big meeting to support and see the next step with the Golden Boy. First of all, he know the important things. Ortiz, if he do the job today, we want to see him against Crawford.
I love that fight. Tim Tszyu is in the mix as well. Big fights against Crawford. That's the reason why we love Turki coming into the sport of boxing that he loves.
That is when His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh saw that Madrimov fight with Bud and was like, never mind. Why we can have Bud versus Virgil Ortiz at 154, which made sense, made a lot of sense. It was dope, but it didn't happen. Why? We got the receipts. It didn't happen because Terence Bud Crawford had an injury.
Okay. And then the number one option, when I spoke to Virgil, was Terence Crawford. That's the dream option. Terence Crawford. Was there any conversation with Terence?
This is I try and I push to do this fight, but Crawford now is not ready and not training, and he have small little health issue, little injured, but he prefer to fight with us after May and after May.
Shoulder injury. He couldn't really fight until after May. We all remember this. We remember this. We remember when it happened. We just got reminded. Just kind of forgot, right? Hold on. Let me see. Hey, ShowBizz, big fan. I emailed you Sunday. Subject, Nello, Eddie Reynoso. Please check time sensitive for a fight week. Okay, I'll check it out. I get a lot of emails every day, but I'll check it out. Also, they wanted Bud to fight in May, but got pushed. Just play that. Nello fan here. Buddies to diminishing Bud's win. Sad. I can see that. So listen. When Pound for Pound posted this and said that apparently it has been a lingering issue for the past 8 to 10 weeks and is being monitored closely, do I believe that? Especially after knowing that he had a surgery on his shoulder, a cleanup, whatever it is. Yes, I can believe that. Let me tell you why. We know he had a shoulder surgery or a shoulder injury, all right? And now he's packing on a lot of weight. Of course it will flare up. If any of you guys have had injuries or issues with your joints, and then you pack on a bunch of weight late in your 30s, even 40s, and you pack it and you're lifting to pack on that muscle, and then you're punching and exercising with it, I can see it flaring up and bothering you. Absolutely. That's not strange at all. That makes sense. We know he has a lingering shoulder issue, but it's been flaring up. I can totally see that. That's not strange at all. Did I know about his shoulder flaring up? No. Did I know he had a surgery or a shoulder issue? Yes. Was I bringing it up leading up to this fight with Canelo Alvarez? No. Did I not bring it up on purpose? Yes. And am I bringing it up now on purpose? Yes. Why? I was not going to bring that shit up before I placed my bet. I placed my bet yesterday on my bookie. I ain't that damn stupid. I know better.
I'm not going to mess up the odds before I place my bet. I want the odds as close as possible, and now I can do this damn show. Ah! Come on, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for withholding shit, or at least was on my mind. I'm going to speak on it. Just let me place my damn bet first. Let me see. Canelo is going to annihilate his shoulder now, plus his arms. Canelo, we just got footage of Terrence Bud Crawford. We just got footage of Terrence Bud Crawford in round 1 of September 13th fight with Canelo Alvarez. Hold on, wait a second. We got footage. This guy going into the fight with all this hurt that he has, knowing that he has shoulder issues. We just got futuristic footage. Hold on, everybody. It's just been sent to me. Hold on. Let me see. That ain't it. Here it is right here. Footage of Terrence Crawford.
I need help.
What kind of help?
This is the kind of help I need.
Yes, what kind of help?
I need somebody to help me not have a big heart.
Listen. All jokes aside. If you are a natural welterweight, 38 years old, with a shoulder issue, the last person you need to fight is Canelo Alvarez at super middleweight. Because Canelo is going to throw every punch with evil intentions to your arms. Listen, has his shoulder been flaring up in camp? I don't know. Did he have a shoulder issue back before May? Yes. Meaning his shoulder isn't 100%. Canelo's going to be punching that right shoulder, which I know it's the right one. He's going to be punching this, even if it's the left, but he's going to be punching that shoulder. And it's going to have an effect. It would have an effect if he was 100%, let alone if he has a lingering issue. Let me see. The earpiece deep in the ear. You bogus. Terrence Thurman Crawford. Terrence Crawford. Ed Crawford. Oh, wait. That's his name for now. Not week. No, that's not his name for fight week. Listen to me. This some dirty, sneaky snack. Hey, yo, Lupe is everybody. If y'all don't know, that is the real Lupe Fiasco. The guy is part of Wardrobe, and he's tremendously hilarious. And he's really been tremendously hilarious for this fight. All right, hit the Tyson bell. But listen. I gotta fix this. But listen to me. I broke the bell. I hit the shit so hard one time it broke. But I'll fix it. But listen to me. Here's my take, though. My take is, let me see. Terrence shoulder not taking this fight. That's right, because he's the greatest. Are you going to fight Mr. ShowBizz? No. I will be there. I believe that Crawford. Oh, am I going to the fight? No. Crawford will make history on September 13th. No, I'm here. I announced that. Hit Tyson bell. Listen. Here's my take. My take is one. I'm going to speak from both sides of my mouth on this one. All right. Let me see. Lamont versus Isaac. Isaac Lamont. Straight from Lamont's mouth. Dope. I'm going to speak from both sides of my mouth here. All right. From this side of my mouth. Is it something to worry about? Yes. Can it affect the fight? Absolutely. I just said how. Right? Absolutely it can. Especially when you're packing on extra muscle, your shoulders get heavy anyway. When your shoulders are overdeveloped and you're packing muscle on. And if you have a shoulder injury, it will affect you. Okay?
I mean, I'm one of those people. It is what it is. I say it all the time, bro. It is what it is. All right. These are human beings. They're real people. If you have an injury, it will affect you 100%. This ain't, these aren't robots. This ain't a damn cartoon. It's not a movie. It's real life. All right. A lot of you guys got issues now physically. You throw you in a ring, you'll be like, yo, my back was killing me. You know what I'm saying? But with that said, out of this side of my mouth, Terrence Crawford can probably mention his issue, but the Bud Buddies can't say shit. We don't want to hear shit. No, nobody want to hear anything from a Bud Buddy. If he's fighting afterwards and in a press conference, he said, yeah, man, I was trying to hide a shoulder issue. Y'all can't say a damn thing because Errol Spence was thrown from a damn Ferrari and was knocked out sleep, right? Head inch gone for months, detached retina, everything. Y'all call that excuses. So a little shoulder injury compared to being flown out of you can't say, Bud Buddies can't say shit. We don't want to hear shit from y'all at all. Now, from us boxing fans, we know that has an effect. You booty buddies, I don't want to hear a damn thing. That's the black two sugars. That's the black two sugars, bro. I don't want to hear shit. Not from y'all. Let me see. Raverly said out some snack on it. Yeah, put some snack on it. Let me see a new member, baby. Y'all funny. Who you got, Vargas or Wash? That's a good fight, bro. That's a good fight. I'm leaning towards Vargas, but that's a good fight. That's a good fight. Okay, everybody. Okay. But will it have a lot of things going to have its effect on the fight? Canelo Alvarez knee. He's had a knee issue for a long time, but is doing better. All right. The weight, the age, the mileage, just the shoulder. There's just a lot of things. I mean, a lot of things going to have its effect on the fight. All right. And I think out of the two, Canelo has all the advantages here. He's younger. He's fighting at his natural weight without having to worry about anything. I mean, he doesn't have a rehydration clause, none of that. He's just fighting how he is. You know what I'm saying? And it's really his stage. He's the undisputed champion. There's going to be more fans rooting for another big fight, all those things. He has more experience with different types of fighters than Terrence Crawford, right? He has been the bigger guy fighting the welterweight before, where Terrence Crawford has never been a welterweight fighting the super middleweight before. You know what I'm trying to say? So there's just all these advantages for Canelo Alvarez anyway, which is why I placed the bet that I placed and why I'm just tripping so much that the betting lines were so damn close. So, I mean, that worked out for me. Okay. All right. So let's move on. Let's move on. We have some more receipts. The stare down that just happened yesterday between Canelo and Crawford, and I will give my take on that. I don't think I'm by myself when I say that was a waste of my damn time. Hold on. Let me see what you have to say. Let me see. Canelo looked like he just got dropped off for picture day, and yeah, that brother sent some style. It's crazy. People forget it's only one. Floyd Crawford does not have the same footwork or speed. He also said Gamboa hit him the hardest. Well, listen. I'm gonna say that people stopped doing the Floyd comparison a long time ago. We deaded that. Now. It was a waste of my damn time. But what I can say is His Excellency Turki al-Sheikh, he definitely loved. That was for him. That was for him. He loves. You remember that dinner he had when they were together? He just looking at both of them like, yo, they about to. He just, you know what I'm saying? That was for. He wanted to see that shit. Like he wanted to be up and close without no one else. He just wanted to be there. Like you see him looking like a kid at a candy store. He loves boxing that much. That was his. That was his moment. We're gonna have better stare downs and stuff, especially with the press conference and everything. Today, just so you guys know, today, beginning of fight week, we have the grand arrivals. Tomorrow will be the open workout, and then you have the press conference. Then you have the weigh-in, then the fight itself on September 13th. So I'm just thinking that's His Excellency Turki al-Sheikh having a fantastic moment. Who you betting on, MJ or Inoue? I got Inoue. MJ, I got Inoue. I think that's a good fight, though. I mean, MJ is a good sharp puncher, slick kind of guy, southpaw, and you know how southpaws give Inoue hell. So it's going to be a good fight. I got Inoue, though. Shiraz will face off with the winner of the fight. Oh, shit. That's a hard fight for Nello. Let me see. That's a hard fight for Nello. But when you look at them physically, it just feels like, again, Terrence Crawford's too small for Canelo. The height difference isn't enough. When Canelo, here's the thing about Canelo. When Canelo is fighting a guy around his size, it's almost like bullying, right? Unless it's Triple G. But when he's fighting somebody around his height, or if somebody's coming up to fight him, it has always been like, what the hell, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just smash mouth, like just total demolish type of thing. No matter how good the fighter is, unless, Floyd Mayweather, but Floyd Mayweather made sure that he cut Canelo down, or Canelo agreed to it. So that wasn't even Floyd. That was Canelo. Honestly, he was like, I volunteered to cut down to, you know what I'm saying? He was younger, but Floyd Mayweather is insane. All right, as far as when it comes to his attributes. Terrence Bud Crawford is different. Terrence Bud Crawford is a boxer puncher. He likes to be in the mix. He uses his off guard like he a block and counter, like he's right there to be hit. He get hit at many times. It just turns him up to let his hands go. To me, he's just a perfect welterweight. You know what I'm saying? He can take the punches at welterweight and he can dish them out in a way that he just knocks everybody out. The guy, just a fantastic welterweight. That's him peak. Super middleweight, so once he get to 154, it's already getting a little shaky because he started at lightweight as a grown man. Once he gets to 154 and at his advancing years, it gets a little bit shaky. You get what I'm saying? But you start getting a super middleweight now, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? It's just obvious shit. Hold on real quick. Canelo masking his anger towards Bud. Belt to shoulder. You're funny as hell. Flex on him. Turki was tempted to grab Bud's hand. Stop. I ain't got that kind of time. Let me see. Another thing I want to say is this. This fight, y'all ready? It's about to go down. It's about to go down. Y'all gonna be very upset with what I have to say right here. It is about to go. This sounds bad. I'm on my soapbox.
He didn't get out of the cock-a-doodle car.
I'm only going to say this one time. I've been hinting at it, but I'm not going to, because it's going to come off very messed up. I'm going to say it anyway. Terrence Crawford is an all-time great fighter. To the point where it's almost like we have to say that. Because he's not as good as we think he is. We have to be told, or we have to say that he has the best IQ in the business and all that stuff. Feels like we have to say that. When Canelo is better than he is. I know. That's why we don't like, that's why we can't say it. That's why we can't say it. Because we get pigeonholed. You know, I'm brave, bro. You can tell by my bets, and when I fall on my face, I fall on my face. You can tell when I quit my job and recorded it. If I fell on my face in front of you guys, I fell on my face in front of all of you. If y'all be like, you stupid, you had a family. Look at what you did to you. You know what I'm saying? It could have went a totally different way. But I don't hide what I think. If you notice, when you listen to boxing analysts, they have to say the same things over and over again so they don't get pigeonholed into you hating or some kind of cyberbullying. You have to say, hey, Canelo just the size, but Terrence Crawford got all the IQ. And, you know, it could be Canelo, but if anybody could do a Terrence can and jump, hop, 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 hop. We don't do that here. With me, you know you're going to get what I think. And if I'm wrong, y'all get to troll me. Y'all get to cyberbully me and do everything you do because I stand on business. Y'all know that. And I'm going to say this. When it comes to Terrence Crawford IQ, when things fall apart and things start getting a little shaky for Terrence, Terrence doesn't IQ you. He doesn't out IQ you. He out physical you with his athleticism and his physical gifts. He turns it up and he knocks your ass out. Terrence Crawford doesn't Floyd Mayweather you. He goes and whoop your ass. Yeah, he has killer instinct. You want agree, Biz, Tim Butler. You want me to give you a prime example of that? You wrong. I know. Cook. Okay, let me cook then. Because if it was his IQ, he would have figured out Madrimov. He spent 12 rounds not being able to figure out the irky jerky. It was his irky jerky style. Y'all don't know what y'all saying. It was his irky jerky style. He couldn't figure it out. I told y'all he turned up physically and dragged it out. It was his irky jerky style. He couldn't figure it out. He got physical and he dragged it out. There are words and there are arguments and there are terms and phrases in boxing that we must just say. Like we're programmed robots. But watch the fight. Watch the fight. What you're going to see September 13th is Canelo being a better counterpuncher with better defense. That's what you're going to see. He's going to outbox him before he stops him. Watch. Canelo has better defense. He's better. He's better. I've known this. He's better than Errol. He's better than Canelo's better than those boys. He's better than them. Never. Okay. We have been celebrating mediocrity for the whole 2000s. This generation is so quick to label GOAT to average athletes. So go ahead and troll me. I'll give it. Yeah, just troll me. Look, that's all I tell you. Just go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Let me see. Ortiz figured it out. Crawford plays for checkmate. That is IQ. He has IQ, but he doesn't have what the hell his IQ is. So let me tell you, bro, when things start working against Crawford does the same thing. He goes and whip your ass. Bang, boom, bang, bang. Get hit, boom. Crawford is just a beast. He's not brainless. He has great IQ, but he doesn't have IQ like we've never seen before. Let me see how much money you lost betting against Bud. That means Bud beats Canelo because I lost money on Bud versus Spence, but also lost money on Charlo versus Nello. So I lost money betting against Nello too. So I guess they both lose. Or both win. I don't know. Max Kellerman sold his ass to Saudi money. What? Used to be my GOAT box analyst. I don't know about that. I mean, the brother had no job. I mean, let me see. Biz, how do you see the first 3 rounds playing out between Canelo and Bud? We know who won the fight already. That's what happens. I just heard an interview with Mill City and Yo-Yo, Canelo's sparring partner. Yo-Yo's cold. And he said Canelo is super focused, and we know that. And he see this fight ending in round 8. And he said he doesn't make predictions. Bruh, Canelo super focused. Hey, we got the receipts. Listen, check this out.
Ready for fight week. I'm very happy with my training camp. One of the best ever I had. I already win in the training camp, so I just go there, do my job, enjoy, and that's it.
One of the best training camps he had. I knew that because he ain't doing anything. You haven't seen Canelo, you've seen Crawford. Oh, let me see. Keep that take away from Sean Porter Beer. Let me see. What else we have? Okay, I think that's it. Even us Bud buddies, no talk your shit. Okay, much love, brother. Thank you so much. Hit Tyson Bear. Listen, bro. Listen. Who have you seen? A ant can pick up 10 times his weight. I'll fuck up an ant. Okay, hit Tyson Bell. Listen. Jesus. Dude, this thing is broke. This thing is broke bad. My Tyson Bell is destroyed. Okay, listen. Let me ask you this. How many times have you seen Terrence Crawford rocked? How many times have you seen him rocked? Have you seen Terrence Crawford rocked more than 2 times? Yes or no? Biz dropped the F-bomb. Yeah, I just read it twice. Once. At least 3 times. Lots. Hey, he got rocked against Lundy. He got rocked against Lundy. He got dropped against Madrimov, rocked against Gamboa, and rocked against Lundy. Let me see. When a Mexican says, I just go do my job. Hey. How often do you see Terrence Crawford hit flush? Let me see. I gotta get rid of somebody who brought up race again. Let me ban this user. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Lots. Right, he gets hit flush more than Nello. He often gets. That's not crazy high IQ. He's a fighter. He's a fighter, bro. Let me see. My heart says Bud, but my pocket says Nello. My heart says Bud. Me too. How many times has Canelo not figured people out? He didn't figure out Floyd, and he didn't figure out Bivol. Let me see. I hope Canelo doesn't go in there to play with his food like he did with Munguia. But if he goes in 100%, it'll be a Saunders style fight. That's wild. People confuse athleticism with tenacity and skill. Listen. Skull. Listen. I'm saying stylistically it's not a good matchup for Bud. But I don't have to try to convince anybody anymore. Let's move forward. Even weight classes every weight class besides Eaton all rights at one. I must be sick because I can't. Every weight class besides Eaton all rights at one. Oh, every weight class besides Eaton all rights at 154. Okay, we're talking about right hands. If Bud never beat Spence, would he even be in the conversation? Of course not. Has Crawford boxed a Mexican? Nello unincluded. I don't think race matters. Pull counter uppercut all night. Listen. What we can say is both fighters are ready. All right. So this is from Canelo Alvarez. He says, I'm ready. And then Terrence Bud Crawford, he put on his socials that he was born ready. All right. So both fighters are ready. Listen, I think Terrence Bud Crawford doesn't think anybody can beat him. And I think as a fighter, that's the way you should be. I just have a practical approach to all of this. Now, if Terrence Bud Crawford was the younger fighter, I think this would be different if Terrence Crawford was 30 and not 38. All right. And Canelo was the older, bigger fighter. It'll be a little bit different. It would also be different if there was a rehydration clause. It'd be also a bit different. It'd be different too if Terrence Bud Crawford at least fought at 154 twice and fought at middleweight once. You know what I'm saying? I think all of the details of this fight, if you've watched boxing and you have common sense, you know it doesn't make sense. All right. But there's only one thing. He's Bud Crawford. And when you look at Bud Crawford and everything that he's done, you can't see anything that he's done that isn't lower than 154. So every time you've seen him fight, it was against a lightweight. Every time you've seen him hurt, it was against a welterweight or a lightweight. Anytime you see him knock somebody down or out, it was at 147 or lower. 147. I don't think y'all understand the difference between 147 and 168. It's a huge difference. And not just the weight, but you're dealing with Canelo, who has fought at light heavyweight. So you're dealing with somebody who has fought at light heavyweight more times than Crawford has fought at 154. Just the basic common sense doesn't seem to be there. When you guys are talking to me about race and all these things, I can give a damn about. I'm just talking about boxing. A lot of common sense shit is just not here. Canelo has fought top light heavyweights more than Crawford has fought at 154. And the guy he fought at 154 was 10-0. It gets dark once you start thinking of everything. And loss. I understand. But y'all are so afraid of losing that is your big focus. This man has campaigned against Bivol, the undisputed light heavyweight champion. And he lost. At light heavyweight,
Your brain just says he lost because that's your fear, but you're not talking about what I'm talking about here. You know what I'm talking about here. You're just afraid. You can't beat a guy that can't be hurt, and how you beat people is hurting them. That's a good point. Was arguing with someone and they said Bud gonna win because he's special. I said, is Nello not special? Right. He said if he was, he would beat Floyd. I left it. That is ridiculous. Because there's a few things going on here, and Noble Life is absolutely right. What people aren't considering is the fact that Saul Canelo Alvarez is a great fighter too. And the reason why people aren't considering it because he's been great for too long. But my thing is, people act like Crawford is the up-and-coming fighter because he got his juju late. He got it after Spence. But you're not considering the fact that he's older. He's not the new fighter coming. The guy is 38. I looked at the Netflix special, and they're setting it up as if Canelo, been doing this thing, and Crawford is his turn now, and he's 38. If this was any Buzz key to victory to me is defense, not running, but being able to fight his style while making Canelo miss all night. He has to make Nello respect him. That's a fact. What about the mental part of it? We've seen Canelo get sloppy when he's upset. Buzz's mental is on Bivol's level. Sloppy. You never seen, then you don't watch. Said that I can't talk to because you don't watch the sport. Let me see. Damn, you got a point. Hope Bud pull it out. I hope he pulls it out too. Pause. No worse feeling than clicking on YouTube and see I'm an hour late. Has so much I wanted to talk about. Love you, boy. Nello defense will surprise Crawford. That's going to be the difference, let alone when he feels the power. A long night for Bud. I agree. Got nothing but love for you, man. This fight is going to be a goodie, even though we on opposite sides of this bet. Love you, boy. That's dope. I can't wait to see it and bounce back here for the morning after. Hopefully it's not a morning after. Hilarious. Remember for 20 months. Bye. What are the odds you can set something up so we can take a pic with you if you're going to the fight? LOL. You the man, Biz. Love you, boy. I'm not going to be at the fight. Let me see. You're not different. You won't beat me. Don't worry about it. Canelo Alvarez. Canelo said you're not different. I think Canelo was saying he's not different than all the other greats he fought. Nello moved up one division and lost by decision to a younger fighter, but Bud moves up two divisions and he is going to beat a guy like Nello who is younger. Bud buddies at their best, Biz. That's what I'm saying, brother. It's the lot, but they don't care about the logic. It's not even about the logic. It's not about. I'll tell you what it's about. This fight isn't going to go the way people are predicting. This is the most unpredictable fight since Tyson versus Holyfield or Bill versus Better BF. I think it's pretty predictable. People push narrative that ain't true, like Bud is slick, right? I think. Hold on, let me see. Can you imagine Bud resume if he hasn't been frozen out of Jesus? Would have Spence 2 times, and who knows if he would have been undefeated, Dr. King, after that. All right. I think. When it comes to this fight and those who are just saying, y'all crazy, Crawford is going to do it and he's going to whoop Canelo, I think that is based on hope, that's based on trolling, and that's based on the fact that he beat Spence. So it's this he's my hero. But there's no real breakdowns on how he can do it. Let me see. Redheads are more tolerant to pain. I read into it, and that's what they say. Could it be one of the reasons why Canelo never been dropped before? Hashtag Taco. Nah, I don't know. Did you see Canelo casually drop 1.5 M's from Jacobs? I know. That is motivation, right? I couldn't believe that. I need to get my bag up. I swear before Lord, I'm trying to get $1 million. I'm trying to get $1 million. Forget spending it on the watch. Okay, everybody, let's move on. Let's take a quick break and do a look at that.
Feio.
Hey, he couldn't. Don't look at it. When your shit looks like an S, don't look at it. Don't look at it. Happened to me. When I looked down and my kneecap was gone because I tore my patella, yo, that's when the pain sunk in. Don't look at it. Don't you ever break your shit like that. Let me see. ShowBizz body. Love you, boy. This fight is gonna be like when Crawford fought versus DSBiz. Yeah, mark my words. We're gonna be eating. Gonna on to shit. Crunch on Sunday. Listen, brother. I'm telling you. I think the body shots. It's gonna be a systematic. It's gonna be grueling. I don't think people understand Nello lost to Bivol. Bivol is a greater challenge, considering Bivol's weight, age, and style than arguably any fight Floyd had. But here's the thing, Noble Life. These same people think Bud would beat Bivol. They think Bud would beat Bivol. So you can't talk to him. Let me see. Haven't seen ShowBizz the puppet in a minute. Matt, the fans make me want Crawford to lose. Yeah. They do because they're so sickening. Let me see. Yo, Biz, I'm eating tacos for lunch, brother. Love you, boy. On Taco Tuesday. Bud has rejuvenated his body. He's on demon time. I placed a bet on Bud. He will knock Canelo out 1 to 3 rounds. I believe you. Oh my God, that break was so bad. He was just like, oh well, that level of pain is painless unless you analyze. You can't look at it. So that's what you meant by a quick break. Yeah, that's a quick break. They say Canelo W won't get credit. I think it will. Well, Bud buddies are giving it credit. LOL, I'm a Crawford fan, but we'll have to fight like Holyfield fought Kawhi to defeat Canelo. I agree with you. Don't like Crawford at 37 years old, 168. Well, here's the thing. You said this, Canelo and the credit. The thing is, for me, hold on. Fernando Vargas out eating huge meals. You saw that? I didn't see that. But here's the thing. For me, I think Bud buddies don't know how to think about my take. For me, Canelo beating Crawford is no different than Canelo beating Amir Khan or Canelo beating Shane Mosley or Cotto. Because I know how great Shane Mosley was at lightweight. Shane Mosley was better than Crawford at lightweight. He was better than Crawford at lightweight. Shane Mosley is one of the greatest lightweights ever. He was better than Crawford at lightweight. Shane Mosley's resume at welterweight is better than Crawford's. Oh, yeah. Shane Mosley's resume at welterweight is better than Crawford's. But when he fought Nello, he was old and small. I don't really see the difference. For me, like I've watched people criticize Canelo for doing this exact same thing for ages. Right? So him fighting another guy who came from lightweight, now he's not even at middleweight. Now he's at super middle. He's at 168. Right? When he fought Shane, wasn't he at 160? Now he's fighting Crawford at 168. For me, that's the same thing he always been doing. But y'all got there's a difference between hype and reality. So y'all got so hype on Bud versus Spence that now this is one of Canelo's greatest wins. The funny thing is, fighting Jermell Charlo made more sense. Jermell Charlo was a reigning, undisputed 154 champion. Not only did he fight at 154, he was never as light as lightweight. Never. He reigned at 154 as a natural bigger guy who was undisputed there. That actually made more. And Canelo versus Charlo is forgotten about. Nobody even, when that was announced, they saw Canelo as cherry picking Jermell because Jermell was too small and like, why not Jamal? But that same logic is forgotten about when it comes to Crawford. Meaning, I'm the only one keeping the same energy from damn Shane Mosley on. But because of the hype, perception becomes reality. And when that happens, you forget about Crawford struggling against Tenino Madrimov at 154. When that happens, he can beat Canelo at 168. When that happens, if Canelo wins, it's a great victory when it's the same thing as fighting Cotto, Shane, Amir Khan, rest of them. Let me see. Watch Netflix, and they got me believing Bud wins. Yeah. With all this talk, Nello gets credit for a W. Yep, he does because we spoke it up. I think Crawford's arm would be a balloon from block. Me too. Do you think Bud being able to switch styles in the middle of the round so well may give him an edge, or not an edge over Canelo, but it would give problems? Yeah. I got Nello knocking him out early, and don't get mad when I say this, Biz, but it won't even be close. Crawford doesn't have anything Nello ain't seen. I don't think Canelo's going to be uncomfortable at all. Didn't mean any disrespect with my super chat earlier. I just meant Canelo will get the job done. Love you, boy. Let me see. Pardon the typo, Biz. I meant we are going to be eating cinnamon toast crunchers. Love you, boy. It's the colostomy of the genitalia coupled with the extreme pornhubbertry of the fight is designed to destroy the black man, my brother. Is that correct that Canelo has never been knocked down? I think it is, but that is incredible considering the fight he has had on his resume. Is unreal. Yeah, he's never been knocked down officially. He did lean on that rope, though. All that negativity aside, this is our Super Bowl. I get that. For this year, I get that. I get that. Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on real quick. Everybody, let's take a quick break and let's check out your friend and mine, Psycho Mike.
My name is Michael Flannery. I'm also known as Psycho Mike, owner of Psycho Mike's Beach Body Shop on Venice, living in Van Nuys. Yeah, I'm looking for a date, girlfriend, wife, long-term relationship. I mean, I'm looking for somebody who likes me for me. Somebody who not only understands Psycho Mike, but she understands Michael Flannery. How would I describe myself? Physically, as a work in progress, as are we all. We're all works in progress. So the key to a good relationship with Psycho Mike is dealing with Psycho Mike. Nothing gets in his way. I mean, relationship, what, you know. Don't ask me, do you want an omelet? Make an omelet. Make an omelet, all right? Psycho Mike is impervious to emotions. He thinks emotions are for the weak. He thinks that there's no such thing as good things or bad things, only things. And it's your reaction to them that determines what's good or bad.
He said, don't ask me if you want an omelet. Make an omelet. Dog, that right there, that's all you need to know. That's 100% all you need to know. Let me see. Well, hey, don't ask me if I want to make out. Let me see. Canelo will outbox Crawford. This is Crawford's retirement. I think Crawford is. How can Crawford win the fight? We know how Crawford loses the fight. That's a very brother. Not how he fights. In order for Crawford to win the fight, he has to fight in a way we've never seen. That's the Black Two Sugars. Let me see. Biz, what up, man? Where are we at? Also off topic, but I got 1 year in college left. Go ahead. Hit the Tyson Bell. Now that's some good ass news. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Combinations. See, one word like that, Alex, is just not enough. How does Bud win? Throw punches. Like that's just, if you go into any training camp and you are bringing a fighter up, and you look at some footage of another fighter and they say, okay, what is your game plan? Throw punches. That's just not gonna, that's not gonna do it. Let me see. Turkey and almost everyone wants to see Nello lose. Don't matter against who, like Floyd was at one point. That's greatness, Biz. Love you, boy. Turkey doesn't. Hey, y'all. Turkey knew Usyk was going to beat Fury, dog. That's why he was talking Fury up. At least this is what I think. He's talking up Crawford, adding that extra element. he signed Canelo to a 5-fight deal. All right, that's just how he gets down. If y'all don't see the pattern, let me see. Crawford has to fight like Holyfield versus Kawhi. Yeah, that's really bad. Has Crawford ever been considered very fast? No, no. Actually, here's another thing. I think Canelo has faster hands than Crawford. I know, man. You know, it's not right. Everything I'm saying is we'll just see on the 13th. All right. I'm going to check out the grand arrivals, and I'm going to make a video later, and we're going to break it down even further. Okay. But there's just there's shit he does. So I'm saying he does. He does. I've been watching. I just know. I've just been watching the fights. I know what's up. Nello is one of those guys that when you're doing it at a high level so long, people don't respect what you are, right? And then you have the 24/7, or you have the Netflix countdown, or Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and then you market one guy as Silk Pajamas as you market the other guy as the guy coming up. You get what I'm saying? And they've been doing that forever. Look at 24/7. You think, oh man, this guy got a chance against Floyd. They show Floyd with the money. He ain't focused, and then Floyd whips his ass. It's always like that. It's always like that. The difference is that Crawford has more hype than Nello. So Nello, on the other hand, people are like, oh, he's finished. Crawford, which is giving Nello a chip on his shoulder. That's why he's so focused. Let me see. So you say Turki and rich instigator. He just did it very much. Do you think Turki will make Nello versus Benavidez? Yes, I do. Junior drummer, love you, boy. Let me see. Remember for 62 months. But listen, the guy Turki loves boxing so much, bruh, and he has the money to. You know how I always say, man, if I went to boxing heaven, I'll make Holyfield versus Frazier. Well, he's living a boxing heaven on earth. Oh man, I want to see Bivol and Better BF. I got the money. Let's do it. I want to see Canelo Crawford. He's having a ball. And we're just reaping the benefit. With him, Benavidez Canelo will happen. I want to see it. Dude, let me see. That speed on the hook, Canelo drop Berlanga. I'm telling you, bro. But Biz, Crawford is beyond Omega level. That is true. That is true. I keep forgetting about that part. Let me see. I want Crawford to win. I do too. But I don't see that look in his eyes like previous fights. He's too calm, and it scares me. Because no matter what, he won. So he feels I'll fight the fight. He's going to try to win the fight. But if he loses, dude, the bag on top of the bag, what he tried to do. Hey, man, shit, I tried to do the impossible. Didn't happen. Cool. I can go back down and get busy. Bud on same level as Usyk with C Savage brilliance. That's right. Member for 44 months. Believe Tyson Bell. Okay, let's move on. Everybody, what do you think this is about?
What's up, everybody? Big fight week coming up this weekend, and we're here in Las Vegas, and The Ring has a massive announcement coming soon. Make sure you're following The Ring social accounts because you do not want to miss this one. Stay tuned, everyone.
Hey, it's Canelo. The Ring have a huge announcement, so make sure you follow The Ring.
What is that? What's the huge announcement? Well, what's the new video? The announcement came out. What was it? Money, get TKO. Shiraz? I don't know what it is. I love this channel. Love you, boy. Just follow The Ring like, all right. Yeah. Okay. A concert. Hey, you stop. Y'all, you stop right now. All right. Let's take another quick break, and then we're going to talk about Joseph Parker, Fabio Wardley, and then we're gone. All right? My girl, sister date?
I like to dance. I dance a lot. I love music. Whoever I'm going to be with, he's going to need to dance because don't embarrass me. I'm here to find not just a man, my man. I've been looking for a long time. I need a man now. I would describe myself as holy. I love the Lord. So I spend a lot of time in church. Anytime that I can have a little sermon, go up front and tell my story, I love to do that. He's going to have to come and get me. I'm not walking. That would start it off really right. And then I would like to go somewhere nice. And then afterwards, a walk so we can walk off what we just ate because we're going to eat a lot. He takes me home and it's just very gentleman. Maybe a little kiss because I know he's going to want it. But am I going to give it? It depends on how the date went. Okay? A 1 in a million right here. I'd say Hawaii would be my dream vacation. Just sitting by the water with a nice drink in my hand and my man rubbing me down from head to toe. I am equal parts of a lady and a super freak, if you know what I mean. So you're going to get everything you need with me.
Let me give you a fact. Let me give you a fact. You date her, you gonna hit. You gonna bag night 1. But after that, she's gonna be on you like a sticky booger. You ain't gonna be able to shake that girl off for months. You may get your car scratched and everything else. You're gonna have your name ran through the mud at her church and every damn thing. That's the problem. Look, she gonna give it to you. She let you know. Maybe a kiss if I let none. You gonna bag. You gonna take her for a steak dinner and she gonna let the light in. The thing is, at your detriment, she's gonna be on you like a sticky booger for a year, at least. At least. And you know what you're gonna do? Your dumb ass gonna bag again. You're gonna bag again. Because guess what? It was a good bag. That's the problem. That's the problem. She let the light in and it was dope. She made you breakfast afterwards too. Yo, she looks funny now with the big hair and stuff. At the time, that wasn't a bad look. All right. Well, I'm just saying. I'm saying that's the black 2 sugars. That's the black 2 sugars. That is the black 2 sugars. Let me see. Because you made promises that you're not intended to keep. Let me should the Crawford Spence win get as much legitimacy as Larry Holmes? It gets more than that. It gets more than because nobody wanted Holmes and Ali. Frederick Crawford with the is dangerous. Oh yeah, that's the best Crawford considering he's been fighting big dudes at 168. So people think he ain't the same because he's not knocking them out. Will we see faster Canelo, who's also lighter? People just forget Canelo really belongs at 160. That's a fact. Here, LA. I saw the Boxing Voice. Shout out to the Boxing Voice. The Boxing Voice made a great, I forgot who made the comment though. I don't know if it was two-tone, but they said, why are we criticizing Canelo for not having knockouts at the same time saying he's not a great boxer when he's winning all these fights by decision? When Floyd was outboxing everybody by decision, bigger guys at 154 and stuff like that, he said, y'all call that great boxing, though he wasn't knocking anybody out. But when Canelo does it, it's not great boxing, and he fell off. That wasn't a bad take. Is 168 where his power isn't the same as it is at 154 and 160. So he's outboxing you. He's dropping, he's getting 10-8 rounds, and he's outboxing you. But it's not considered great boxing or high IQ. The Boxing Voice had a great take. I saw a short like last week, and I'm like, yo, that was a great ass take, right? I mean, I was going to say it myself because it's like, yo, I didn't think of it. He did. But now I'm going to quote him because that was a great take. Love the Lord and super freak in the same sentence. Yes, Lord. With Turki Al-Sheikh asking Crawford not to retire, Spence coming back. Do you see the fight gaining interest? Yes. And that's all I got to say about that. That's so accurate. It's scary.
It's the Black Two Sugars. Biz, love the channel. Me and my wives. That brother got a harem. Brother, I got to give you all the love. Me and my wives love your videos. I hope Nello get it. But Bud using footwork and sharp punches. I hope Bud wins. But that brother there got a harem. Now you, hey, me and my wives. Yo, that man there. Hey, peace goes to you, brother. Let me see. That's peace, God. Miss my super chat, Biz. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Where could I have? Where Frederick Crawford? Or describe myself as holy. That's funny. I didn't get this. Canelo, cry Vides, please, so Nello can shut people up. Hilarious. Oh, here we go. Turkey money different. He builds whole fight cards just cause he feels like it. Yep. Meanwhile, regular dudes blow their money at the strip. Just to get your hand in a whack. Hey man, afterwards, you're like, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Just throw your money. You immediately afterwards. Why did I do that? Let me see. Have they announced the ring size? That's a good. I didn't think about that. I guess not. Dana versus his wife in Power Slap. I don't have that kind of time. So I'm saying I ain't got that kind of time. Okay, hit Tyson Bell. All right. Lastly, but not leastly, the press conference this morning. I want to say to you guys, I haven't been sharp today because I have a cold. So I'm worried about the mucus coming out my mouth and flying out my nose and me having boogers and stuff like that. But you guys, at a record amount, watched me sound nasally and be sickly, and you guys hung in there talking with each other. I love you guys. Love to the war room, because I got a headache. I'm just sick, and I'm going to beat this cold. It doesn't seem like it's going to linger, but just for today, I want to say thank you because it was a rough go. Okay. Let's check out Joseph Parker, Fabio Wardley, a few highlights that I saw in a press conference this morning.
That you're not going to go into this fight and back off. You said, in fact, if he wants to meet me in the middle, we can. That sounds like a high-risk strategy against someone with a 94% knockout rate. Do you stand by that?
Yeah, I want to have a fight. I've been wanting a fight for a long time now, since February, so I have a fight. Let's get in the ring and let's fight. Let's meet in the middle and let's trade.
That sounds like Christmas come early for you, Fabio, surely.
Yeah, look, center of the ring, swinging it out is home sweet home to me. It's where you see the best of me. It's where you see the most out of me. It's a place where I think I'm at my best, to be honest. So it's a dangerous place for Parker to put himself. But again, credit to him for taking the fight, and credit to him for wanting to stand there with me and trade it out. Let's just see if that comes to fruition on the night, because you know what you get with me. That much is obvious. So I'll be there, stood in the middle of that ring, ready and waiting. Like I say, I'm not taking anything away from Parker and those wins, because all you can do is beat the men in front of you, and they are good fighters with good resumes and good records, and they pose threats. But I'm not those men. I'm a very different fighter from all three of those guys. I'm not no 30-odd stone Bacoli. I'm not no 15 stone Wilder, who's not a Wilder we've seen the same for a number of years, nor am I a 40-year-old plus Zhang who's gassed after 4 or 5 rounds. So I'm an entirely different animal. I'm an entirely different beast. So although, again, like I'll say again and again, I'm not going to take anything away from Joseph Parker, because they're great fights, great wins, and there's nothing you can take away from a man that gets in there and beats whoever's put in front of him. But I'm not those men.
Michael was trying to wind it up a little bit, and I think he might have got under Joe's skin a wee bit, to be honest. He was a bit pissed off, a bit annoyed, but I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah, 2 big lumps as well, and I mean, this is it, right? I mean, one step away from, and look, potentially this could be a full world title. Potentially Usyk could say, you know what, I'm vacating, and one of these guys could be upgraded. But I guess the real carrot being dangled is you could fight Alexander Usyk in the new year.
Yeah, and all the motivation you need. And the reason why this would be a good fight, in my opinion, is Parker will know to beat Wardley, you got to push him back. I think you have. I mean, the last thing you want is someone like Wardley coming at you, swinging shots over the top.
You know, people talk about Usyk. Joseph Parker has the best resume in the heavyweight division.
Joseph Parker has the best resume in the heavyweight division, bro. That's why, for me, when it's like Usyk's the greatest, he's in the Mount Rushmore, the greatest heavyweights of all time. It's like he don't even have the best heavyweight resume right now. Number two, when he brought up, when they talked about Joseph Parker meeting Fabio Wardley in the middle of the ring, and he said that must sound like Christmas has come early for you, Fabio Wardley. I don't think they understand that that's where you would want to fight Fabio Wardley. Huni did it, and he did it right. When you are a big puncher like that, and I'm talking about like one shot right hand, big puncher like that, you don't want to be backing up because they could dictate when to time that right hand. You want him backing up. You definitely want to get close when you want to get close, and get angles when you want to have angles. The fight has to be in the middle. It can't be him backing up. It has to be in the middle. That's the thing that Tyson Fury knew that people didn't know about Wilder. When Tyson Fury said, I'm going to go body him, he said, I'm going to go get him. And people thought that meant what he meant, what he said. That was the way to beat him. You can't let Crawford, you can't let Wilder, sit back with that big right hand and dictate where you're going to be. You got to, when you're close, he can't get a full leverage shot on it. Joseph Parker knows what he's talking about. That's right. That's absolutely right. Yeah, everybody, please hit the like. We have some terrible likes. Let me see. Fabio looks like a top dog. Looks like Todd Bridges. That's hilarious. A Boogie is hilarious. Cryovides has 3 decision wins of his last 4 fights. Hey, yo, this guy here is hysterical. I'm coming Canelo fanboy a bit. All right. But the guy is really hysterical. Let me see. Would you ever consider allow people to call up to the show to discuss certain topics on the show? Would be fun. No, because you don't get the right people. You don't get the right people. All right. You get threats and stuff like that. It'll ruin the show. It'll ruin the show. But I do like the war room, how we're doing it and everybody talking. Let me see. Biz love the channel. Me and my wife. Oh yeah, my man with the harem. That's my guy. Let me see. Biz knows Crawford gonna win. Well, if I knew Crawford was gonna win, why would I bet 20K? Hey dog. Hey man. Let me ask you this, dog. If you wanted to talk to me, just holler at me, dog. Why? Yeah, this is how we're gonna end this. Why try to troll? Rick the Truth. Why say something idiotic when I bet so much money on my bookie, on Canelo, on the knockout and everything? Yeah. Just be like, yo, what up, Biz? How things, how things exfoliate. Why you gotta be a dummy? Don't be dumb. Just be regular. Just, hey, what up, Biz? What up? I'll be like, what up, boy? You know what I'm saying? Listen. Justin Hill, that's my guy. He's my guy because he's just cool. Look. Scott Brown, just cool. You ain't gotta be a moron. Right? Look at Jake. Oh, you must. Jake. For years, he doesn't just show up being a dipshit. You know what I'm saying? And you can just be a human being, just normal. Look at Philo. Philo's on the album and everything. Black Business album coming out. She's all through the album. She never just was a moron. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Biz, you forgot Crawford fought Goku on Krypton. All right. So listen, everybody. Thank you guys for showing up and showing out. Thank you guys for being so patient with my code. Now let me lay down. Let me get myself together. I should go to the gym and sit in a sauna. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the gym, get everybody sick in a sauna. I'm going to sit my ass in a sauna and get all the impurities out. Just sweat that all out. That's what I'm going to do. I may want to get on a treadmill. Yeah, go to the gym. That's what I'm going to do. So thank you guys for showing up and showing out. When's the grand arrivals? That's in a few, maybe in 3 hours. Let me see. Bud fans, it's time to cry and hide. ShowBizz adult. I'm out. Huh. Oh, dude, that hurt my shoulder. I'm like Terrence Crawford out here. Shit.